As usual, as every day, with love and respect, we always say, good morning, dear viewers, and welcome to our daily morning TV program, Sunshine, from Sunday till Thursday, 9 a.m. till 10 a.m. I'm your host, Dr. Sulaiman Al-Asousi, with my colleagues, Amal Al-Mullah, of course, and the crew of Sunshine program. Wish you a pleasant time with us and have a great and shiny day. Of course, we're gonna start our daily messages with the beautiful things, like what we say, put a smile on your face, like my smile, huh? Not Amal, my smile, okay? And have a feeling of joy and happiness in your heart. Be optimistic and be positive and enjoy your day. Let's shine it up, Amal, please, with this episode of today. Good morning, dear.
Good morning, Doctor, and good morning, dear viewers. Today is the 27th of August, Thursday, the end of the week. And as the doctor just said, let's shine it up with a big smile from everyone, you especially, dear viewer. So, doctor, a good smile and a good word, that is always the beginning of everything good.
Well, Amal, like we always say, it is beautiful to have a shiny life. But before we starting really our episode, we have always a daily prayer to His mighty God for our really beloved father, Sheikh Sabah Al-Ahmed. So let's really raise our hands, Amal, up, and we say we are soliciting our, mighty God, that He save and cure our beloved father, the father of Kuwait, His Highness the Emir Sheikh Sabah Al-Ahmed Al-Jaber Al-Sabah, and bring him back to his country, to his people, to us. We pleased really, and we urge God to really bringing our Lord, our defender, our guidance, Sheikh Sabah Al-Ahmed Al-Jaber Al-Sabah, innahu ala kulli shay'in qadir.
Amen.
Thank you. Now really, after our prayer to our father, His Highness the Emir, we always say everything is excellent, and we're starting today really because it is Thursday and it is the end of the week. We want to say something nice, so let's start to do the happy, nice, good words. And when we said good words as a subject, in Arabic we call the al-kalima al-tayyiba. Al-kalima al-tayyiba, it's the good word, and it is very important that we start our day, like in the beginning of the episode, I said what? I said with love and respect. Love and respect is good words. We're starting our day with it. And we say thank you. This is a good word. Also, we said be optimistic. This is good word. Spreading the love between people is a good word. So I think, Amal, the good wording is very important. Till God, He said, a good word is a charity.
Yes, indeed, doctor. And it's always an empathy to have something nice to say about others. So, dear viewers, if you really have something nice to say, always say it in advance, because that would make the people in front of you, the other person's souls also, will be happy. And making someone happy is a virtue.
Exactly. That's one thing really we have to stress on it really in our messages in Sunshine program. And every day we have a certain community service words really. And like my dear Amal said now, it is a beautiful thing that you facing people from the morning, like for your children. In the morning you say, good morning, Dad. Good morning, Ahmed. Good morning, Abdurazak. Good morning, Nada. And you go for your wife and you say the same thing. In the same time, when you go to work, you see these beautiful people who are working really with us here in the Sunshine program. You also say, good morning, and how are you, and how is everything. This is important. A good word is a must. And I hope that you starting from today, really, the one who didn't do or didn't speak in a good word, starting his day or her day, and remember us in Sunshine. So let us start, our beautiful good word by what?
That we have the latest news, doctor. Do you know that the Sunshine crew really are up to date with each and every news that goes around here in Kuwait?
That's right.
And today, unfortunately, we had the first news that we knew about was from the fire department, which announced the control of a fire that broke out at dawn today in a number of auto parts stores, tire sales and a garage in Al Murghab area. The Public Relations and Media Department of the Fire Department stated in a statement, a report was received by the Firefighting Operations Room at exactly 2 o'clock in the morning, stating that a huge fire broke out in a number of the aforementioned stores, and as a result, firefighting teams were directed from Hawali, Hilal, Medina, Ardiya, Sabhan and Al Isnad Center. The time it took for the first fire brigade to reach the site was within 2 minutes.
Wow.
And the team started to fight the fire, and the process of coordinating of the burning areas was completed so that the fire did not extend it to the rest of the neighboring. As the number of shops affected by the accident reached 9 stores with a total area of about 2,500 square meters.
Wow.
While it was able to teams protect more than 50 vehicles, some of which are luxury vehicles that were almost consumed by fire. The administration added that the accident did not, alhamdulillah, result in any casualties, as the damage was limited to materials, while it began monitoring the investigation into the fire accidents with its work to identify the causes of the accident. The site was attended by the firefighters, security forces and medical emergencies. So all we say is our prayers are with you, and thank you to the heroes from the fire department, Doctor.
Really, Amel, after we seeing really this, I know it's like what you said, is unfortunately bad news in the morning, but the good thing is there is no casualties.
Alhamdulillah, yes.
Of course, we are entering the summer period, and we know at the summer a lot of fires happened. So really, it's a message from Sunshine Program here, really, in this episode. Please, our people, you know, our brothers, sisters, and colleagues all around Kuwait, take care about yourself and be cautious, because in the summertime, like I said before, there is a lot of, you know, fire accidents happen. So let us be cautious. Let's follow the regulations and rules of the fire departments in Kuwait. And like Amal said, thank you really, our brothers, the firefighters, to what they did really is a great job, and we salute you for that things. We tried, inshallah, within you know, what we have from time, if we can, you know, make a phone call or a response with some people in charge in the fire departments all around, because they are very good friends of us and they are also our colleagues, really. We try to enhance the more details about this fire. And now, Amel,
yes,
I think after we distinguish the fire,
yes,
let's go to the weather and see what nice weather we have, like usual, in Kuwait, because it's a weekend.
Yes.
And everybody is putting his glasses on and his hand, you know, bag around. And I think I'm also, this weekend, I have to go to Kubbar.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. So I would also urge people to follow the weather forecast for today and the next, you know, days of the week. Let us, you know, follow and come back, continue our episode.
And it looks like it's a marvelous weekend with a little bit of breeze from air, and the weather degrees and Celsius is always getting down and down and lower, and that's really happy for all of us. On another matter, from the weather forecast to our colleague, our beautiful Captain Sarah Jamil, General Department of Public Relations and Media Security, who is gonna tell us all about the latest news from the MOI. Hello and good morning, beautiful Sarah.
Good morning, Amal, and good morning, Doctor, and thank you for these nice words.
Good morning, dear Sarah. You look nice and, you know, smiley. This is always your face, my dear.
Yeah, thank you.
That's mean you do have a nice, really, answers for our questions for today. So we started really by a usual question in the beginning. The citizens really, are they abiding, and the resident abiding by the partial curfew until now, or there is some here and there like usual?
Yeah, Doctor, there is, to be honest, some people, they are breaking the curfew, but still for today, for yesterday's, the latest statistics, still I didn't receive it. But they told me about some numbers, I'm not sure, so better we will not talk about the numbers, but there is a curfew violated yesterday.
Well, is it citizen or residents?
Both.
Both, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
both.
Okay.
Well, we are coming to the end of I think, these stages, Sarah. So I hope that, you know, it's a message for from us, really, Emil, to the people, you know, that are hearing and see us now today. There is 4 or 5 days left. So,
yeah, we are reaching the end of
exactly.
They have to cooperate with us.
I know. Be good, my followers, huh? Yeah.
And speaking of the end, how about we are at the end of the week now, Captain Sarah. So how is the traffic in the streets of Kuwait until now? Because 50% were going to work, and I think it was a lot of traffic. So can you tell us a little bit of that report?
Yeah, according to the traffic control room report and cameras, the downtown, especially Sharq area, is facing a traffic jam because of the wrong parking of some vehicles next to cafes, restaurants, banks, or some companies. They are blocking the streets by parking at the street side, and this causes this traffic congestion. Also, Farhil Highway toward Kuwait City next to Bnei Gar. Once again, the Fourth Ring Road near to Shueikh Industrial Area. I'm paying full attention to the road while driving. Avoid using the mobile phone also while driving, and park the car in permitted areas. Help in reducing accident rates that cause this kind of congestion.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I also want to note today about the new ministerial decree number 598 of 2020, issued by Deputy Premier and Interior Minister, also Minister of State for Cabinet Affairs, Anas Al-Saleh, which provides all kind of residencies and entry visa will be automatically extended for 3 months.
Excellent.
It starts from 1st of September until November 30 for those who are inside Kuwait only. So we want to request from all sponsors to renew the residencies through MOI official website or by visiting a residency affairs department at all governorates by booking an online appointment before going there.
Great job, really. And this is not a strange things about you know, His Excellency Anas Al-Saleh, the Minister of Interior Affairs, and all the groups really working in MOI, really. We urge you, you know, and envy you about the good things you are doing, really. That's bring us really to another question, dear Sarah. We know that the Ministry of Interior Affairs has a specific certain location to receive the new driving license through the online services. Could you talk to us about these things and show the people or tell the people who are really watching us now, where is the locations of receiving those licenses, please?
Yeah, sure, Doctor. The General Department of Traffic would like to announce about the new driving license delivery kiosks locations, which issued through online service. And they are traffic departments at all governorates, avenues, Marina, Koot Mall, Souk Sharq, and Al Khaimah Mall at Al Jahra. But yeah, finally, I will leave you with a video contains real accidents. It shows some vehicles while hitting some patrols because of their recklessness and not paying attention while driving. That's all for today.
Thank you very much. And let's see this report.
Here.
على لا مارب وجيب لا مركب عطمان
كلكم شفتوهم خلال أزمة كورونا، شفتوا وقفتهم بالحظر بالحجر بالحراسات بالحر برطوبة برمضان، واقسم بالله اني اخجل خصوصا الايام الاخيره وانا امر عليهم على نقاط التفتيش يشوفون الجهد شلون مبين عليهم. كلكم عندكم ابناء هناك وتعرفون هذا الشيء.
Amel, after we saw really this beautiful reports and a sad report in the same time.
Yes.
It's a beautiful reports that show really the importance of the segments of, having a caution. Please be cautious. We always say in our program and other media programs in Ministry of Information, please try to follow the rules, the regulations. Why you are speeding? I mean, if anybody asks you, why you are speeding? You're going to save 1 minute. By this minute, you might, have a crash.
Yes.
So please, from Sunshine program, we envy and we really say to the Minister of Interior Affairs and his group, really, of people, or the police stations, the people who work really MOI, you are an excellent soldiers doing your job. But also, there is a mission, Amel,
yes.
and hope really from our viewers, the people who are running in the street.
Indeed, Doctor. And we can see those heroes, those men who are standing in the street to protect our lives,
Exactly.
to protect our families' lives. They have families of their own. So please pay attention. I have seen a couple of images that really disturbed me, because if it wasn't for the last minute attention of this hero, this law enforcement, then he would have been vanished with a car accident.
Why, Emel? Why you are, in a hurry? Anna, I just want to ask, everybody will see us now, especially the young ones. We do have, every house, every family has at least 1 or 2 children, I call them children between 18 and 24 years old. So they are youth. You are the fortune of Kuwait. Why you are demolishing this fortune? Why you are putting yourself inside something really careless? You should really follow the regulation, my people, my sons, my daughters, my sisters, my brothers. Please, from this segments of work, really, Amal, I think we should enhance and focus on the importance of what they doing, the police people, and the same thing is an advice from us to you, children. Don't speed and make yourself in a bad situation.
Yes, and our prayers to all of you and your families and the families of the forcemen from the Ministry of Interior, Ministry of Defense, and each and every sector that really risk their lives to really protect us.
Exactly.
I
think this is a good message,
yeah,
really, from us. And for that reason, let's have a short break, doing our, sight and voice, preparing for the next segment, which is very important, the Kona headline. So let's take a small little break and let us, Amal, shine it up. As usual, as every day we jump into really a new segment, and this segment is a solid segment in our program, which is our colleagues from the reliable sources of information and the news, Kona. So Kona, really, we always say it is a beautiful colleagues and assistant to the program of Sunshine and other programs of the Ministry of Information. So let's, Amal, starting our first head news with His Highness the Deputy Emir and the Crown Prince Sheikh Nawaf Al-Ahmed Al-Jaber Al-Sabah sent a cable of congratulations to Deputy Premier, Minister of Interior and Minister of State of Cabinet Affairs, Anas Saleh, for winning the confidence of the National Assembly. And we just saw before a little while in Mr. Anas Saleh, the Minister of Interior Affairs, really one of the Kuwaiti guides, really, and we envy him and we tell him Mabruk, inshallah, for your winning.
Indeed, Doctor. And on another matter, we have a news from Qatar that Qatar announced the reopening of theaters and cinemas at a 15% occupancy as of September 1st for people aged 18 and older. And that is good news for the people of Qatar.
And when is the good news for us? This is what really we want, Amal. If Qatar, starting, so why don't we? And I think we are
soon,
inshallah, by the end of this month, we are entering the new stage of, inshallah, relieving. And we tell the people of Kuwait, all of them, the residents and the national people of Kuwait, we tell them the government is doing everything good for you because they take care and caring about you. That's, dear, bring us to another news, which is the economic growth contracted or concentrated 9.8% on average in the industrialized nations of Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, or OECD, in the second quarter of 2020. And we always say, Amal, those people who work very hard for the benefits of Kuwait, improvement, we tell them thank you for your efforts.
Yes, and also on another matter, we know that Kuwait has lifted a ban on imports for birds, meat and eggs from Malaysia. The decision came upon recommendation presented by the Higher Authority for Food and Nutrition. So we're going to have a Malaysian chicken and eggs, Doctor.
Well, I will store one of those, really, our dear viewers, if you find something good for me. I am a love of birds and a love of bits, and this is maybe the time for us to have a little tiny break.
Yes.
While we're searching for the Malaysian
eggs and chicken.
Thank you, and we'll see you after a while.
We are back with you, dear viewers, and we know that the L Family Challenge really is a competition made by the non-profit global organization Technovation. The organization aims to empower girls and families to become leaders, creators, and problem solvers. More details about the L Family Challenge we will get to know from our guest today, Engineer Samira Hashim Faris, co-organizer at Google Developers Group. And good morning, Engineer Samira.
Good morning, how are you?
Good morning, dear Samira, and really we are so glad that you are our guest today in our episode.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm glad to be here.
Thank you. A long time we didn't see you, maybe almost 1 month. I hope we'll see you again always because you are, a positive person in our episode. This, this family program, it is very nice. We really envy you about using or choosing even the name of this program, the Family of Challenge. And we know that the challenge is very important in our life, and we seek really the challenge to make improvement and progress in our life. So can you really tell us more about this family challenge, التحدي in Arabic?
Okay. So like you mentioned earlier, it's made by the global organization Technovision, and they have multiple programs. It's not just the Family AI Challenge. They have also programs that are for girls and not just for families. So as one of the programs, it basically provides them with some kind of training that allows them to learn more about the machine learning and what AI is. And it's all a hands-on experience. They start writing and they start trying to do things themselves with their own hands during the sessions that we hold. And the whole purpose of this is kind of to educate families on what machine learning and AI are. So what we would see during the sessions is that different kids would try to interact with each other, or the way that the kid would interact with their parents and learn new things. So like I said earlier, it's like a global organization, but what we did here was was held by a local nonprofit called GDGWTM Kuwait, which stands for Google Developers Group and Women Tech Makers in Kuwait. And we're basically just a group of people that are enthusiastic about giving to the community and teaching people about new things. We're all from different backgrounds, not necessarily in tech. So some of us are, for example, graphic designers or industrial engineers or accountants, and we all just come together and try to give back the community some of our knowledge.
That is really marvelous.
Excellent.
That's really marvelous. Engineer Samira, so what exactly do you learn when you participate in that challenge? What are the subject or learning things that you really take or give?
Yeah. So what we learn is basically, like I mentioned before, it's a kind of a quick overview on what machine learning and AI is. It's currently like a global trend to kind of teach about these things recently. It's growing in the market, and I think it's important to teach the children on how to develop their own, for example, machine learning models. So what we did is that we held 10 sessions. And it was held from August last year till January this year. So August 2019 and till January 2020. 10 sessions, almost a session a week, I think, or a session a month. I don't clearly remember, and it was 2 hours each. So the families would have to be committed to attending these sessions in order to qualify later on to submitting a project and being able to.
Excellent. I think, Amal, this is really very nice thing to hear from Engineer Samira, and that will lead us really to a nice, beautiful question. We heard about the machine learning. It's a beautiful term. So could you really, enhance us about what that means by, machine learning is?
So usually when we program, you would hard code it into the machine to do something. For example, if I press the button for the lights, you're going to turn the lights on and off. But what we do with machine learning is that we teach it how to act by itself, basically. So like in smart homes, how you would do when you walk into the room, for example, and it's dark, and then it would realize that someone has walked into the room, and then it would turn the lights on.
Okay.
So that's one of the examples that we have. And then another way to think of machine learning is, I like to think of it as kind of like teaching a child how to about new things. So for example, they would see a bird for the first time, a pigeon, for example, and they would identify it as a bird. And then, for example, when they see like a chicken or another type of bird, like a canary, they would know by themselves from their brain, because we're humans, they would learn that this is also a bird. But computers don't work the same way. So what they would do is that they would try to identify patterns, for example, in pictures or images or data.
Wow.
And that's how they later on be able to make their own decisions and decide, well, this is a bird as well, so I'm going to classify this as a bird.
Great job,
this
really.
Is a,
Great job.
This is a lot like what the family has done in their project, by the way.
So it's semi-robot tech. This is what I have understood. And Samira, if someone participated and really won this challenge, do they have an award? Does someone give them an award for winning?
Yeah, the global organization that we talked about earlier, what they would do is that they would choose 6 finalists, 3 in the grand division and 3 in the junior division. And these 6 finalists will later on be invited to the US and Silicon Valley. Silicon Valley is like the place where, grand companies would be, like grand tech companies that you'd hear of. But unfortunately this year, and then they would announce like the grand prize winners there. But unfortunately this year, during the Corona, they have to do it online. They would also all get a certain sum of money that would either help them bring their project to real life and actually implement their project, or it would help them assist in their studies and such.
This is excellent,
reward. Really.
This is a good reward.
This is a good achievement, really, Engineer Samira, and we are really very proud of you. That leads us to a question we are enhanced for going to participate in this program. So could you tell us what the requirements really to go and participate in this program, dear?
So because it's a family challenge, it's all built around families. So you'd have to have a parent or a guardian with you and a child. Yeah, and it's the maximum size of the family has to be 6, and there has to be 2 adults or guardians per team. And then that team would have to then attend the sessions that we're holding, and then after that they would have to do their own submission, which is totally onto them. We don't interact with them while they're giving their submissions. The submissions include pictures of the pictures that they're using, and a pitch video, which is them talking about what they did in their project, and a small description of what it is.
Thank you, really, dear Samira. Engineer Samira, really, you did a great job, and you enhance us and fill really the time with the good information, good knowledge there, Amal.
Yes.
And I think we, inshallah, will see you very soon in other topics and another segments of Sunshine program.
Inshallah.
Thank you, and have a great day, really, dear Samira.
Yes, we thanks very much our guest, Engineer Samira Hashim Faris, co-organizer at Google Developers Group, on this brief of the challenge. And we really need to see you again to talk more about this challenge and the submissions of the machines. It's really intriguing, and the future is about all the artificial intelligence. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye bye. Bye bye. Let's have a little tiny
Yes,
break, really, Amel.
yes.
And we will continue. Really, it's a good information, especially the machine learning. It is very nice, guys. So, inshallah, in the future, we'll take more information from Engineer Samir. Let's have a little tiny break and come back to you. Okay. I will say really little things before we can. We from Samira to Noor Shawa, because our nutritionist. So let's hear something good about food in your mouth.
Hello again, everyone. This is dietitian Noor Al Shawa, a clinical dietitian, talking to you about how to overcome acid reflux. This problem is a common problem for too many people. And step number one is you've got to change your diet. And there are things that trigger acid reflux, like citrus fruits, tomatoes, chocolate, carbonated beverages like soda, spices and spicy foods, fried foods, garlic and onion, high fatty fast foods, and peppermint, along with consuming too many grain products. Then what you have to do is start replacing those foods with foods high in enzymes and foods that's easy to digest, having vegetables, having most forms of fruits, having organic meat, and bone broth. Also herbs like ginger and chamomile are great. Last but not least, good fats are like avocado and coconut. And another step is your lifestyle. You really need to eat less at every meal you eat, and don't eat too much, don't eat too fast, and don't sleep right after you finish a meal. Last but not least, start making some exercise, and that will help a lot. I hope you enjoyed. This was dietitian Noor Al Shawa talking to you about acid reflux nutrition.
And thank you to our colleague Noor Al Shawa, and I'm really seeing that delicious peanut butter and banana sandwich to be my next breakfast. On another matter, Kuwaiti volunteer teams emerged during the pandemic of the novel COVID-19. They have set the most amazing examples of social responsibility and sacrifice. We know that also they have a big part in the crisis and a disaster. The Kuwaiti citizens and residents during crisis, true men appear to their noble ethics and their humanity, and prior to all that, their patriotism and their loyalty to their people. Al Salim team for sterilizing and aid, which is part of the crisis and disaster administration, is one of the most important volunteer teams which works under the supervision of the General Administration of the Civil Defense. We will introduce to this importance of the team and members and achievements with our guest through the video call. Taiba Al-Blushi, member of Al Salim team for sterilization and support. And good morning, Taiba.
Good morning to you too.
So Taiba, in the beginning, let's talk about the establishment of the team and its importance, the most significant volunteer activities you perform in this exceptional state that we are in.
First of all, I would like to thank our dear interviewers, our amazing staff, and our lovely viewers for having us today in this program. The team was founded at the beginning of the worldwide pandemic, and the creation of our team was built on many elements. Firstly, sterilization equipment. Secondly, sterilization material. Thirdly, full wear for sterilization. And lastly, a car to carry all the equipment.
Excellent, excellent. I think, dear طيبة, يعني we heard a lot about your team really and the efficiency of what they are doing really, and that's we are as a Kuwaiti, we are always, I tell Amal, we should be so glad and proud of having people like you, young people with the good, you know, emotion activities, and this is really good. That leads us to a question, طيبة. Could you talk to us about the material you're using? What kind of materials? Who provided for you, and how many people you are working with? Little tiny, you know, information about your team.
Yeah, sure, of course. So the substance that we use for sterilization is benzalkonium chloride. It's a clinically proven substance that kills viruses, and it is certified by the World Health Organization. Also, the sterile material is sterilized from the Al Sharhan Industries Company, and we would like to thank Mr. Nasser Al Sharhan for providing us with the material for free for the team without any charge.
That's really interesting. And طيبة, can you tell us more about the team members and the team specialization, as well as the achievement you have accomplished since the formation of the team in the beginning of the crisis until now? So what's the number of places that you have sterilized?
First of all, thankfully, the team was formed with Kuwaiti arms and have several specialities, including doctors, engineers, teachers, highly ranked mentors in the ministry, from the Ministry of Education, retired Kuwaiti soldiers and technicians in several fields.
Hello, excellent.
And alhamdulillah, many places have been sterilized from the north to the south of Kuwait, from Al Rotain to the borders at the south and border military regions. And the number of the achievements and the places, which are the places that we've sterilized, is 329.
MashaAllah. Really, it's a great thing you did, really. And me and Amal and the viewers really seeing you while you are doing your job, you know, nicely and excellently. So really, we, you know, having the hat for you, طيبة, and for your colleagues. And we want to ask you a little question about, is there any health precaution you are doing it to follow the team, you know, attitude or something like this?
First of all, thank you for your kind words. And yes, of course, each and every member of the team must not enter any facility without wearing protective clothing to maintain their safety first and the safety of their homes. And they must wear masks, gloves, and eye goggles intended for spraying at all times.
Excellent.
And if the place has confirmed corona infection, the shield must be worn completely.
MashaAllah.
I can see really, Amal, I can see from the picture, there are a lot of ladies involved, you know, because we know that ladies, they are into this segments of cooperation.
Women,
you know, teams.
Empowerment.
Exactly. I want to just put a good word for the ladies who are really working in your team, really, including you, dear طيبة. And we want really also to put a little alignment about the cooperation between you and other volunteer teams. Is there?
Well, unfortunately, we haven't had the luck to work with other teams, and we hope that other teams will volunteer with us, because volunteer work requires teamwork, as we believe.
Yes, so I hope there will be in the future cooperation between you and other volunteering teams. So, طيبة, giving with no return, What encouraged you to volunteer in this crisis and to face such dangers?
Well, frankly, patriotism is the main motive which gathers
Excellent,
all
excellent.
the team members.
Inshallah.
We felt that volunteering can be a way of payback for our amazing country, Kuwait, which provides us with a great life, security, and safety.
I think, Amel, we should really thank very much, really, with a great deal, Taiba Al-Blushi, really, our guest today and Sunshine program for special episode today. Thank you, Taiba, for all the efforts you are doing. Please take our thanks to your colleagues, your membership, and your team. And we wish you a good luck and have a beautiful, nice weekend.
Yes, we thank you, Tayyib Al-Blushi, member of Al Salim team, for sterilizing and support. And we really respect the effort they put and the patriotism in front of the line. Of themselves and others.
Exactly.
I think we are reaching the end of our episode of this week.
Are we reaching now?
Yes, Doctor.
So I think by reaching the end of this program, what we have also in little package, we say have a good, nice weekend, and please remember our message for today.
Yes.
Have a good word for everybody and enjoy yourself and shine your time. Bye-bye.
Shine it up, all of you, and say something nice to each and every one of you. Have a wonderful weekend. See you next week from 9 till 10. This is the Sunshine team saying bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.